Hi, guys, and welcome to Fearless Light Guidance. I am here to do your Live Your Authentic live reading. Now, anybody that knows me knows that I have been through my situations in life that haven't been the easiest, human. And I do these readings because I feel that they could help others regain faith in themselves and in the process that we have to go through in life in order to live our best life, live the most authentic way possible. Okay, so I have pulled an oracle card already, which is the base of this reading, and I use the Alana Fairchild Sacred Rebels Oracle. Why? Because when I saw this deck, it really spoke to me. It really spoke to my spirit of regaining control of my life and, almost allowing my heart to live to its fullest extent of passion and allow it to be rebellious. Okay. So, without further ado, restore and replenish. Number 38. Okay. So, if you follow me on Instagram, I do tarot readings, but I also do oracle readings almost on a daily basis. I use different types. Okay. So, today it is April 9th, 2018, and I pulled another oracle card from a different oracle deck, the Rumi Wisdom Oracle, and it was the number 38 too. So, very interesting in terms of numerology. If you want to look at it that way, it's, you know, 3 plus 8 is 11, and 1 plus 1 is 2. The 2 is the number in the tarot that represents the high priestess. So this is somebody that needs to get in touch with their higher self. Now, restore and replenish gives me a guidance here. It gives you a guidance because, I do these readings for all of you, but as well, I benefit from the messages and I try to apply them to my own life. So, restore and replenish is coming to say that you are in need of so much more than rest. Okay. You need to look at everything that you have been doing, and maybe you feel like you are not doing enough. Well, this oracle is telling you that sometimes we need to, take a step in a different direction. Maybe break out of the routine that you have every single day. Do things differently, visit different places, okay? Gain a new perspective. Okay, because people get too caught up in, self-criticism, society, the scrutiny of social media these days, and it can make you just feel like you're not giving enough. So, restore and replenish is saying that yes, you can do your routine, you can come back to your routine in due time, but a change of pace is going to bring a fresh energy to your life. Okay, it's going to be something that restores you. It's like hitting the reset button. Okay, so without going on and on and on, I am going to pull some cards to see how the present energy supports this idea of restore and replenish. Okay, so let's see what comes up. And I hope you enjoy this reading, and please comment below. Let me know how this resonates for you. Okay, I'm not doing a sign specific reading. So if you are watching this video right now, a message is definitely in here for you. So let's see. Okay, we have the devil. Okay, this is that energy that I was speaking about of feeling like you don't do enough or you don't put enough. You're doubting that if you don't do enough, things won't be where you want them to be. Okay, it's like waking up and having one of those days where you feel that you're full of self doubt, you're full of things that are restricting you, limiting thoughts, negative thoughts that keep you stuck. Okay, so that is the devil energy in tarot. Okay, nothing to fear. Now, this is exactly what I'm saying. The Two of Swords. That energy from the devil card is something that doesn't allow you to see the path ahead. It doesn't even allow you to look at things for what they are. So it brings things to a stalemate, and it puts you in a place where mentally you are stuck thinking about what to do, where to go. But now the Eight of Wands comes in, and this is a really good thing because it talks about movement. It talks about there having to be an open and honest communication here. And it's something that is going to be very beneficial because when wands come up, I feel it's very positive. It's very creative, and it's something that almost awakens you, refreshes you, and to me, wands, since they're from a fire element, it reignites and it brings about a rebirth. Okay, so movement forward, communication happening, and that's good because things could have been keeping you stuck, your own thoughts of not knowing which path to take. And then we go from the Two of Swords to the Eight of Swords, which is actual movement and communication. But then we have the Three of Swords. This communication that comes in might not be easy, okay? Difficult truths that come out to, bring you a sense of abrupt reality. And it doesn't come without any sadness. Okay, when you see the Three of Swords, obviously it's the heart with the three swords in between. Some of you could be going through heartache, disappointment here. After this communication happens, let's see how this moves forward. And how everything correlates to this restore and replenish card, okay? Judgment. Judgment is rebirth. Okay, this card talks to me about situations from the past coming into the present, issues that haven't been addressed that now you need to make a decision upon. And this might be what is keeping you in this place of not knowing which path to take or not knowing what to do, and it keeps you stagnant because it's almost like you don't want to see. But then with the Three of Swords, you do see. You do see the difficult truth. And Judgment comes in to say that this needs to be addressed. And, it could be some communication coming in from somebody from the sign of Capricorn, okay, if we're going to go into the astrological sense, or an air sign, communication coming in from the past, or the conversation leads to past disappointment or past issues, okay, and now there's a decision that needs to be made with Judgment. So let's see what else comes up. The Queen of Swords. So this communication is going to bring clarity. You're going to work from a place of logic and intelligence, not so much the heart. You're still going to have compassion because, as you can see, the Queen of Swords still has her hand open, but she's guarded. So there's definitely a feeling here of working more from the mind than from the heart to make this choice, using logic and not so much going with the emotions. Okay, so we had this card that had turned, and I just saw it as I was shuffling. It was facing up, so the Chariot wanted to come out. Could be that you're dealing with somebody from the sign of Cancer, but actually it feels more like this communication that is difficult, and the decision needs to be made with Judgment in order to deal with certain situations, certain past issues that are affecting your present. With the Queen of Swords, she is extending her hand to this Chariot. And what it makes me feel is that you are gaining clarity, you are using your mind and not your emotions, and you are turning your back on this heartache. And now, with the Chariot, aligning yourself with your own determination to move things forward. And this is very fast movement. I mean, this is things are going to unleash almost, is what I feel for some of you. Obstacles are going to be removed, and there's going to be a shift in energy completely. But it all comes about this communication, that is difficult, but, it needs to be addressed because it was something that was keeping you stuck. And what we are focusing on is restoring and replenishing, doing things differently, and see how, making decisions and taking action with determination towards our own life, our own goals, and being okay changes us. It shifts our energy, it transforms our energy. So now, from being stuck with this devil energy, with this Two of Swords, we move to moving forward in a very determined way. Exactly. Three of Wands. It's making a choice. It's actually looking forward to your future, looking into the horizon and leaving the past behind. Okay. As you can see in this card, and I'm just going to, give you just like a little insight. He's holding a wand in his hand. He's made a decision between different things. Okay, he's leaving two wands behind. So maybe these two swords of indecision turned into these two wands, and you're choosing your own direction now. And you're choosing what it is that you want to put effort in. Now, since there's two threes here, there could have been some third party influence here. But the way I'm looking at it is that, yes, the third party influence here was the devil energy that was plaguing you, inflicting you with self doubt and self pity. You were getting caught up in your own head, being your own worst critic, maybe, and it was keeping you at a place where it's like you couldn't see the way ahead. So with the three of wands, there is determination as well as with the chariot. So there is forward movement here, and I feel that even like a change of scenery, which is what we were talking before with the restore and replenish card. And the Six of Swords comes out. And this is moving. For some of you, it's moving in the physical sense. Okay, the Chariot also highlights moving, traveling. For some of you, it could be that you are taking a break and going to travel, going to find a new place, or thinking about moving to a new place. Now, that is more in the 3D realm. That is more in the actual 3D world. But if we look at it in the world of tarot, that is actually gaining a mental balance, because swords are mental energy, and you have six swords. Now, for some of you, I feel like you are forgiving a situation here from the past and regaining that mental balance in your life. But you're not really forgetting, because you're taking your swords with you. Okay, you're moving on, but you're still taking your swords with you. Now, this card also talks to me about bringing a sense of peace of mind as well. So I feel like there is a theme here about dealing with a situation from your past in a way that is very logical, okay, because it's painful. And the way that you make the decision on it is that you work from a place of logic, okay? You're still compassionate, you're still open, but you are speaking your mind's truth, okay? You're not getting caught up or getting emotional. And this allows you to be able to move forward in a way that you can regain that mental balance, which is exactly what restore and replenish wants you to do. It wants you to be able to reset so that you come to a healthier place. Now let's look at the last card here that comes out, and it's the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is a wonderful card that talks about bettering yourself, okay? Studying, thinking about new projects and bringing things together, and actually coming to a place where you are being celebrated for your talents, being celebrated for what it is that you do, being recognized. So you go back to what it is that you love, you go back to what it is that you do and your day-to-day routines, but you don't burn out, okay? You have a moment to regain this clarity. You go from the Two of Swords, being at a stalemate, being at a crossroads, to the Three of Swords, feeling the heartbreak, to the Queen of Swords, which is somebody that is strong through adversity, to the Six of Swords, which is moving away from conflict, regaining mental balance. And now with the Three of Pentacles, it tells me that you could be having a collaboration here. Things are going to come together for you so nicely, but definitely there are things to deal with here still. Judgment comes in to a situation to be able to reevaluate something that was causing you pain. And now it's like it shifts in a way where you almost like regain control of your life. And you don't allow things to hold you back or block your way. And certainly you don't allow things to keep you stuck in a place of doubt and fear and things that could be a bad influence to you. Now let's look at the bottom of the deck really quick. Overall energy is the Five of Cups. A sense of feeling a loss, okay? Focusing on things that happened in the past and really not being able to do anything about them, but it's almost like mourning. You're mourning the loss. Again, somebody focusing on the past, somebody focusing on a situation that involved three people. Look at the three cups that are spilled. Look at the three cups that are here. There was an offer that was not accepted. The great love that you felt was rejected. Look at all the threes. Look at all the threes. There is a feeling here of getting past this, because once you get through this and regain that balance, that mental balance, and you move away from that conflict that was happening, new love comes in, okay? Somebody even coming in to extend messages from the heart, okay? It could be heart-to-heart conversations happening here. Could be an apology coming through. It'll take time to open up again, okay? Because The Four of Pentacles talks to me about protecting your heart, or somebody not really being open to give or to receive this love, because there were lies with the moon. There were secrets. There was jealousy. Things that were hidden, things that were not being said, and you let your intuition guide you. The moon talks about a heightened sense of intuition here. Now, definitely a shift in the energy, you see, because this was the bottom of the deck. This talks about why we're doing this reading, okay? There is a sense of loss. There is a situation from the past. But as we end the reading, there is a total shift. There is like finally seeing the truth, seeing things for what they are, no matter how bad they hurt, making a decision with judgment, reevaluating a situation, using your logic instead of your emotions, and not allowing for anything to stop you with the Chariot, making a choice for yourself with the Three of Wands, moving away from conflict into a place of mental balance with the Six of Swords, and focusing on your craft, focusing on things that will grow in time and that will be around for a long time in terms of practical matters, your stability, your career, your craft, things that will get you the recognition that you deserve. So I don't want to leave you with that heavy energy, because I know there was a huge sense of loss here. But remember, restore and replenish is the message. Okay, do something different, change the scenery, changes in routine that will help you reflect, refresh, replenish, restore yourself. Okay, I'm going to pull a Power of Love activation card and see what message we receive as we conclude this reading. Expression. Expression. You are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. Now, this is another really good thing that you could implement as you restore and replenish, bringing the attention to others. Okay, doing acts of kindness for others, things that come out of love that will take the attention away from the loss, the attention away from the feeling drained. Okay, expression, ready to manifest your thoughts, transformation, and bringing them into acts of love. So with that, I leave you. I want to say thank you for all of you that share, like, and subscribe to my channel. You guys are amazing. And if you need a personal reading from me, I am doing them for the month of April. You will have all the information in the description box. If not, you can go to my bio. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, and I send you fearless light and fearless love. And go live your most authentic life. Take care. See you next time.